Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Embrace the Opposite. I'm your host, Andrew, reminding you to be the best spouse who ever lived, everybody. Be swell, okay? So right now you're seeing a picture of my wife and I. This is us on Saturday. We had ourselves a little date night. Yes, guys, we had a date night. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why you should commit to having a date night with your spouse or your life partner. Stay tuned. Date night, yeah, that's me. Okay, guys, so we're going to talk about why it's important to have date night. We're going to talk about the 5 main reasons. But before we get into that, guys, you know what it is. Please like and subscribe. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you can get all the notifications when I'm posting a video. Traditionally, I like to post a video every week. And this channel, again, is going to focus on relationships, relationship building, relationship motivation, and advice. So guys, I wanted to talk about date night, okay? Couples, we can always get into this way of being that doesn't include excitement, doesn't include passion, doesn't include really honoring the fun things that the other person would want to do. And so for this reason, we got to have date nights. Couples all around the world, we got to unite. We got to come together and we got to make sure we're having date nights with each other to promote all of these things that we once had maybe when we started the relationship, all of these things maybe that have gone, kind of the air has gone out of it, the fire has dwindled, and we're not doing the fun and exciting things we used to do. So I'm going to get right into it, guys. These are going to be the 5 reasons why you should commit to having a date night with your spouse or your significant other or your life partner. So number 1, it promotes working together, figuring something out, and finding something that you both can have in common that you can do. So a lot of times in relationships, we go so far into the everyday life activities that we lose sight of really what the other person cares about, what they like to do. And on top of that, that can change throughout life. So, I used to like to go horseback riding, but now I'd rather go water skiing. So we gotta, what we're looking to do is promote talking, promote interaction, promote working together to develop and to plan a date. And that may seem pretty easy, like why can't we do that? I'll be honest with you, my wife and I, when we do these dates, we got to sit down and really think about it, and we got to plan it out ahead if we're going to do something special or something that's going to include another couple or an event or something like that. We got to look ahead and we got to really plan that, guys. So it promotes working together. It promotes working as a whole and as a unit, and really diving in and getting a sense of what that other person wants to do. Number 2, so this is a fun one. We're looking to reignite and to build passion back into our relationships. And the date night can really help with that. So we all remember how it was when we first met that person that we were really attracted to or we really wanted to get to know. Those first couple of dates where we're, maybe we're at the house, we're waiting for them to call, hey, I'm downstairs, or we're walking up to the door, or however we decided that first date to go, or maybe we met at that harvest festival or something. Whatever it is, we were excited about it and we were really looking forward to it, and we took showers and got clean and shaved and took care of everything so that when we went, we were at our best, right? So that excitement, we're looking to revisit that. It's not going to be the same that it was when you were first dating and you first got to know one another, but we're looking to revisit this passion, this excitement that we had in our hearts when we first dated. So the date night can really help with that. I would even go as far as to leave the house, knock on the door, and be, not kind of like role playing, but be surprised and say how beautiful or how attractive that person looks to you. we're trying to pull that back into our relationship, guys. So we want to build excitement, we want to build passion, we want to reignite the fire that we once had in our relationships, maybe when we first started dating. Number 3 is it gives you guys something both to look forward to and really commit to. So when we're talking about our relationships and we're talking about this experience of date night, we mark it on the calendar, and we mark it every 2 weeks, and we want to make sure that we're hitting that date and that we're looking forward to that date. So for us, for my wife and myself, we do 1 week on, 1 week off. You can do it every week. It depends on what fits best for your schedule, but you and your partner come together and you decide on that and you figure something out. So you're looking forward to it, and it's something that you commit to. There are studies that show that when you spend alone time with your spouse or your life partner, it actually relieves stress. So you're detaching from the home life. If you have kids, you're detaching from work life, and you're spending that time together alone, maybe in a quiet place, maybe to go get a drink, maybe going to the movies, finding something that you guys love to do. And this one, I have a little story. So some time ago, I was spending time with a couple, and we were just talking about some of the struggles that they had and some of the ways that we can kind of promote the date night experience, right? So what had happened to them was they set a date, they prioritized the time, they made sure they committed to it, and on the day of, they had a huge blowout argument, right? So they had an argument. So the whole day before the date started, they were kind of not connected, they weren't feeling good about each other, and they ended up not having the date. So this is a huge issue because, as we know, one of the things I always say is on weekends, you're always going to be spending more time with your spouse or your life partner, that special someone in your life. So you really got to put the guard up. You really got to be strong about driving through arguments and different things that are going to create obstacles in your way for you to connect with that special someone, for you to have that date night with that special someone. Look, there are a whole bunch of things out there that can stop us from connecting with that person. As adults, as free thinking people, as people who want to promote the connection to one another, we got to work to get past that. We can't let our egos or our behaviors dictate how we're going to spend time. My advice to them was to push through, even if you have the date and it doesn't go the greatest date that you ever had, you still understand that you committed to that time and you guys still got to spend time together. Who knows, you might have a couple laughs, you might be able to come off of that anger with one another, and it can really turn around the experience for you. So always commit to it, and even if you have an argument, push through and make it happen. And the other part is you're setting a great example for your children. If you have kids in the home, this is going to be great. You know, parents are going out, they're going to have a good time, they're committed to this time, they're setting that time, babysitter's here, so we're okay, but you know, the parents are going out and we're going to have a good time. And I think what it does is it lets your children know that, you know, obviously they're the center, they're a huge part in the center of your lives, but we also need to commit on a continual basis to have a date night. And it's not saying anything, you know, to the kids, but it is promoting the commitment, it is promoting behaviors, and it is promoting to show the love between two people that these kids can kind of get behind and understand. So number 5 is a date night may lead to physical intimacy, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. So guys, this is really true. So when couples spend more time together, there's a better chance for them to feel satisfied sexually, to feel engaged and connected with sexually. When you plan a date with one another, the other person tends to be the center of attention, and that feels good to us. That makes us feel intimate. That makes us feel vulnerable. This person, we're sitting down, we're trying to decide what we're going to do, and wow, they're really posturing to horseback riding, which is something that I love to do. That makes me feel special. It makes me feel known and heard, and what that does is it opens up the opportunity for that person to connect as well, especially physically, especially if you guys haven't in the past. So we're looking to promote, we're looking to advocate, we're looking to set ourselves up for success when it comes to physical intimacy. And so the date night can really help with that. You guys focus on one another, you plan the date, you know, maybe you guys get a hotel room, maybe you make it really special with some champagne, some strawberries and chocolate, whatever it is that you guys think is romantic, pull that into the scenario and have a really great time of connecting. The date night can help promote that because you're focusing on one another, you're bringing back and harking back to some of those things you did when you were first a couple, and this can add to the excitement of the event. So guys, that's what I wanted to share today. I hope it was helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know, comment below. Do you guys have a date night? Do you have a date night with your life partner, significant other, special person in your life, special friend? Let us know at Embrace the Opposite so we can keep that conversation going. Stay tuned for Friday. We're going to have a Friday motivation for you guys. But until then, be happy, be committed to date night, and be swell. We'll holler at you guys next time. Peace.